You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Moran. He's going for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Snowed under by the defense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running it to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Now improvising. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Cook. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Moran. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Georgia going up tempo.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Quick completion to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal.
Here we go.
Muscling ahead on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Fourth down.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Moran. Finds his man. It's Durant. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little release to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Lost the fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Brings it in down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 7 Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little room. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air, it's Moran. Makes the catch. It's Durant. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Durant. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Second down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Offense facing fourth down.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to get it to the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to throw. It's Moran. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
It's complete to the right. He's past the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, the inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Let's go.
Motion from the wideout. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Georgia.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Moran. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
But most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6th of the defense, feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll keep it on the ground. And
what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do here.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
This offense has it with really good field position. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
22 water.
Back to pass, it's Moran. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
One more play to pad the stats.
Hey, camper. Here we go. Direction.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a lot.